Welcome back to the channel. If you're planning a sports lighting project, you're in the right place. In this video, we're answering 18 of the most common questions we received from our website users and followers. The ones that come up early in the process, before the confusion sets in and the budget goes sideways. We'll cover cost, design, installation, power, and even a few things you didn't know to ask about. No fluff, no jargon, just quick, practical info to help you plan smarter and avoid expensive mistakes. Let's light this thing up. All right, so let's start with the first question. Who are you and why should I care? That's a fair question. I'm one of the co-founders of SportsVenueCalculator.com, and we help project owners across the US plan smarter lighting projects, saving money, time, and headaches along the way. All right, so let's talk numbers. How much will it cost to install sports lighting? Oh yes, the classic question. Every supplier hears it first and usually answers with, well, it depends. But here's the ballpark. Outdoor courts, $40,000 to $150,000. Indoor gyms and arenas, $60,000 to $250,000. Large outdoor fields and stadiums, from $150,000 to $500,000 or more. The final price depends on things like total area, competition level, and how high performance your lighting system needs to be. What is the return on investment or long-term savings? LED systems save 50 to 75% on electricity compared to metal halide lights. They're also built to last, 50,000 to 100,000 hours versus just 15 to 20K, and require a lot less maintenance. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Can I get a rough estimate before contacting vendors? Of course you can. Head over to SportsVenueCalculator.com and try our sports lighting cost calculator. It gives you a tailored line-by-line breakdown, poles, fixtures, wiring, and more. The link is in the description. Few questions about funding. Are grants or financing options available? The answer is yes, and more than you might think. From utility rebates to state grants and energy efficiency incentives, there's a surprising amount of money out there to help offset costs. We've pulled together a state-by-state database of funding sources to get you started. The link is in the description as always. And moving on. Can I phase the project to spread out costs? Absolutely you can. A lot of project owners do just that. Start with the infrastructure like poles and wiring, then add fixtures down the road. It's a smart way to stay on budget while still making progress. Okay, so it's time to talk lighting design. What lighting level do I need for my sport? It depends on what you're playing and who's watching. A recreational soccer field might need just 20 to 30 foot candles, but if you're hosting competitive or televised games, you're looking at 50 to 75 foot candle range. Baseball fields are a different animal, especially the infield, which usually demands higher lighting levels. Indoor sports like basketball or volleyball also vary. School practice needs less than a college game under the lights. Bottom line, the IES publishes official lighting standards, and most facilities follow their lead to ensure visibility, safety, and, when needed, broadcast quality. What's the difference between LED and metal halide? Metal halides are old school, gas-based, slow to warm up, and not very efficient. LEDs are the upgrade. Instant on, more energy efficient, better light control, and they last way longer. Basically, LEDs do more with less and do it faster. Here's what could delay your project, especially once the neighbors get involved. So the first question, are there zoning or height restrictions? Often, yes, and they can sneak up on you. Many cities and towns have rules about how tall your poles can be or how close they are to property lines. You might also need conditional use permit or even a public hearing to get the green light. Your best move? Check with your local zoning board or planning department early, before your drawings get too far along. And moving on. Will neighbors complain about light pollution? To be honest, they might, especially if you're lighting near homes. That's why photometric studies and tight lighting design matter. Use full cutoff fixtures, add shielding, and aim lights down, not out. That keeps the light where it belongs and keeps the neighborhood association out of your inbox. Do I need environmental reviews or approvals? Maybe, especially if your project is near parks, wetlands, or schools. Some cities require environmental impact reviews or agency approvals, particularly for public projects. Check your location-specific requirements early. These reviews can add time, but skipping them can cost you even more. Okay, let's answer a few quick ones about sports lighting installation. Can LEDs be retrofitted onto existing poles or trusses? The honest answer is sometimes, if your current poles check a few boxes. Structurally sound, right height and spacing, and originally built to handle lighting. This can apply to both indoor and outdoor setups. In gyms and arenas, wall mounts or ceiling trusses might be reused if they're up to spec. That said, many projects benefit from new poles or mounting systems. Better performance, better safety, and usually a better warranty too. How long does sports lighting installation take? Plan on 4 to 12 weeks for a full project. That covers everything. Design and permitting, utility coordination, site preparation, trenching or conduit work, light pole or mount installation, wiring, fixture mounting and system commissioning. Indoor installs might move faster, but you'll still need to coordinate around facility schedules and possible electrical upgrades. Next one, do I have to worry about trenching or underground cabling? Again, it depends. For outdoor projects, trenching is almost always required. It's how you bury conduits safely and cleanly. For indoor sports lighting, no trenching unless you're building a swimming pool too. But you'll likely need ceiling cable runs or surface-mounted conduits. Either way, cable management matters. It impacts performance, cost, and how polished the final install looks. Okay, so now we have a few questions about LED power requirements. So the first one, how much electricity will my LEDs use? Once again, it depends. It depends on the lighting setup, but here's a rough guide per LED fixture. For small outdoor courts, 100 to 400 watts more or less. For gyms and indoor lighting, 200 to 600 watts. For large outdoor fields, 600 to 1500 watts or more. That's roughly 50% less than metal halide systems. So you're getting more light for less power. Next up, do I need to upgrade power supply or panels? Often the answer is yes, especially if you're working with an older facility. A licensed electrician can help evaluate whether your current setup can handle the load, or if upgrades are needed. We have a few questions about vendors and suppliers also. So the first one, which companies are reliable? There are a lot of factors, but it's always a good idea to stick with vendors that have real sports lighting experience in your sport, at your competition level, and ideally in your region. Bonus points if they are ASBA members or use certified products like UL, DLC, or similar. That's usually a good sign you're dealing with pros. Do sports lighting systems typically come with a warranty? The answer is yes. Most professional-grade LED systems come with warranties of 5 to 10 years. Just make sure to read the fine print. That's it. 18 questions in under 6 minutes. If this saved you a few Google searches, hit like and subscribe, and check the description for calculators, funding tools, and more planning resources. Thanks for watching, and good luck lighting up your facility.